I'm vegan because I feel amazing being vegan for a few reasons. One, because literally physically I feel so much better. I feel purer. I feel more energy. I feel more vibrant. And secondly is because I know I'm not contributing to the suffering of any other living being, sentient being that we know can clearly feel pain. That, like, I feel good that I know I am contributing to positive world change and a heavenly planet, and I'm not contributing to the cruelty of animals. And the other reason that I feel amazing is because now I am an example to others, and I can show others that there is another way, that you don't have to consume the secretions of other animals and eat animals to thrive. So there's plenty of vegans out there now who are thriving on this lifestyle, who are not eating meat and not eating animal products. So really the evidence is clear, and you know, if anybody is struggling on the vegan lifestyle, then there's ways around that. Go and seek help. Don't just go back to eating meat or dairy or whatever. Just go and seek help from somebody who knows what they're talking about, so that you can get all the nutrients you need. Like, maybe you need to up the amount of plant foods that you're eating, because a lot of the time when you go from a non-plant-based diet to a plant-based diet, you need to know that, like, plant foods don't have as much calories in, so you probably need a bit more of them to feel the same way. And this is something that I'm still working on, to be honest, because I feel like I probably don't get enough calories, and I really want to up my fitness at the moment, and so I'm going to need to actually put more calories into my diet. So that's the first reason, is health for me. The second reason is the environment, because the meat and dairy industries are the leading cause of the destruction of our rainforest, our oceans, and our environment. So like CO2 emissions, methane gases, the things that are fucking up the planet, like the meat and dairy industries are the leading cause of that. And it's the simplest, most easy thing that you have the power to change. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't cut down on your water usage or don't do all those other things. Like, do those as well. But this is something that has a huge impact, a bigger impact than all those things put together, pretty much. So that's another reason, is because I really give a flying fuck about our Earth and about the generations to come who are going to be living on the planet. So environmental reasons, and also because I believe that these industries take the piss out of people who are starving in the world. We're feeding something like 80 or 90% of the world's grains to these animals when there's freaking starving people in the world. Oh my gosh. So I really give a shit about people and the planet, and I care about people who are starving when it's completely unnecessary that they are starving. And if you stop consuming animal products and meat, like, you know, then we could feed those starving people with the grains and everything that we're currently feeding to the animals that we're eating. Like, it's just really messed up. It's really unfair. It's just completely unethical. It's actually insanity. So that's another reason. And really the main reason is because I don't want to contribute to violence in the world, and this is the best, easiest way to not do that, is to not harm the innocent and not harm the helpless, those without a voice. But like I said, we say they don't have a voice, but then actually they're screaming for their lives, you know, they're screaming for their babies' lives, they're screaming, we can hear that. But you don't hear it because it's all done behind closed doors, and it's fucking disgusting. And I'm not gonna, like, sugarcoat this. It's really, really messed up. And I don't want to, just like everybody says that they don't condone cruelty to animals, yet you sit there eating a dead corpse of an animal that has been tortured for you to eat it. It's cognitive dissonance. It's like your actions are so far removed from your beliefs. and your moral standards. It's just insane, and I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of any cruelty to animals, and I will avoid that as much as I possibly can. Like, obviously, I don't know, sometimes there might be something in my life that I don't know, some product or something, I don't know, that I may make mistakes sometimes, but I will do the very best I can. And really, like that vegan couple say, it's not the best we can do, the most we can do is literally the least we can do right now. It's the least you can do to be vegan in this world right now. And yeah, so that's why I'm vegan. And I hope this inspires you. I don't have a problem if you disagree with me, or if you don't, whatever. You can think what you want, but this is the truth. This is the actual truth. And I trust that the truth will always set us free. And that's exactly what's happening. This is a huge movement, and everything is, this whole movement is creating real positive world change, and people are waking up. It's actually on a spiritual level. They're waking up to their compassion and their empathy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this video. This wouldn't be of interest to people. There wouldn't be like vegan YouTubers with however many subscribers, and there wouldn't be famous people going vegan all the time more recently if this wasn't a thing. And I really feel like companies and people who, like, celebrities, companies, the government, like people in power, the freaking Queen, listen up, because the world is going to go vegan. So you need to hurry up and get with the times, because you are not going to be respected if you are not giving a shit about what it is you're contributing to. This isn't just about a diet. This isn't even just about a lifestyle. This is about your contribution to the planet and to the people in your life and to yourself. For those of us who are able, for those of us who are not in survival, like out in the sticks in Peru, for those of us who have access to education, and for those of us who have the money, and for those of us who are able to have this awareness, there's no excuse. It's time to be vegan. It's time for you to actually really make a difference every single day, and you can do that by what you choose goes on your plate. So it's that simple. You can make a huge impact in the world just by changing what goes on your plate, just by being conscious about the clothes you're wearing, what type of material it is you're wearing. Like, to be honest, the skin of an animal to me is not a material. There are plenty of synthetic materials that look like leather, and it's really like you wouldn't be able to tell these days. So, and anyway, I don't see why it is considered good or cool, or like, oh wow, like you're wearing leather. Sick. That's like the skin of a cow that has probably been skinned alive, had its face ripped off alive. Like, you just don't know where that's come from, like what that animal's been through. And it's time for us to be really conscious now. And if you're watching this video, or if you've seen videos like it, then please just step up and go vegan and actually make the connection and be conscious about your choices and make a contribution to the world in the best and most simple and easiest way that you possibly can, in the way that is in your control. This isn't in the control of the government. Like, we can't control all this other stuff that's going on in the world, but what we can control is what goes on our plates, what we wear, what products we use, what we purchase. We can control what we consume. So that's in our power. Power to the fucking people. We want positive world change. We want a heavenly planet. We don't want violence. We don't want war. We don't want destruction. We don't want to be destroying our Mother Earth. We don't want to be cruel to animals. Nobody wants that. So you can make a difference. Just one person going vegan makes a huge difference in the world. So by you making that choice and making that connection is going to change the freaking world. and that feels amazing. And there's a reason why vegans can sometimes come across as self-righteous or, I don't know, patronizing or something. It's because they know that they are contributing to like the best, in the best way and the best they can on the planet for you. They're making a difference for you. So you can do that too for yourself and for everyone else. And it's not difficult. It's actually really fun. There's a whole new world of food out there and a whole new way of life, and you feel amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I hope that this inspires you. Have an amazing day and remember to keep it juicy. Bye.